Creo yo que esta canción es nueva. Vamos a ver. Tengo mucho que hacer. Vamos a revisar esto primero. Hay bastante. Perdón. Site pues ligado a eso. Ok, gracias. Wait a mess. Ok. Continúo. El goblet. Ujú.
Clive.
What about the skies?
The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes, if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Es la misma. Parece que va a estar difícil encontrar algo mejor ahorita.
Is that all?
Blackthorn.
Fretting about us, guys. Unless that is. What do you want?
Brightburn.
No scratches, all right? Anything else?
O sea, ¿qué más opciones tenía usted?
What do I owe the honor?
Craft y qué?
So, what'll it be?
Force. Eso ahorita. Okay.
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told
Stuck
Nan
there.
we flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. Can you tell her it was the truth, Clive?
este lado no hay nada, todo está por acá. Entonces tengo que ir allá. Ok.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
No se ven tan terribles, se ve como coronado. Bueno, vamos allá a ver qué premio me dan.
How may I help you today, Clive? It's not true. We've lost so much already. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
High Clerics Medallion. Ok,
There you are.
veamos qué hace.
Come again. I may have more for you.
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
Ok, de nuevo. Seguimos. Yes. Wreck of Worlds. Por la bomba. Ten of Clubs. ¿Dónde es eso?
What will it be today? What is it that you wish to learn? Of course.
Quiero medir como más datos. Que ahora todo el mundo va a estar Akashic. Un montón de muertos. Y los dos malos originales están muertos.
Study it well, Clive.
Todos van hacia allá. Inside. Todo se va a topar ahí.
thus ends today's lesson.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
I see that every report that comes my way makes it into the hands of both Lady Vivian.
Ah, esto está bloqueado, no se vale. Nos vemos con Vivian. Es que creo que el problema
How
fue
is
que
it that
triggeré
every
esto.
one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
Yo
Not
soy
that you are to
provoca.
blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
Ok.
I hope so.
¿Era qué?
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Aquí vamos a ver qué pasó, qué ha pasado, qué pasará.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers
The Holy
fled the
Empire está
capital
listo.
after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm.
Hey, ya.
The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Qué dramática. Dorama.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
¿Dónde? Croquetes. Croquetes. Yummy.
It seems the
Ahora hay
hideaway
musiquita nueva.
sticks up.
Twilight. No me gusta. Un momento. Hey, mandarina. Tiene pan de ese.
Sid! Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Eh? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the
Fallen.
6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Knowledge
Vamos.
hoarded is knowledge lost. With the darkening skies, but be that as it may, don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Vamos a ver.
Is a storm coming soon?
Probablemente. Esta espada está cool. Es como una lanza. De Jill,
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one.
para variar.
That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up on her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way. I'm ready when you are, Clive.
Ok. Nuevas cosas para hacer.
I don't mean to be gloomy.
Gloomy.
They need all the help they can get. Anything catch your eye?
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Can I interest you in some blades of mace?
If there are ghosts in the Royal Meadows, then why isn't a garrison dealing with them?
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
I can't do it. I can't fight those things.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Ok. Garrison.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall, because they are my charges and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people.
your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
I can't entirely blame the men of the garrison for losing heart. And they have provided a place for the injured.
Al menos. Yeah.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life.
For
I
more?
never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
Don't leave me.
It's all right. Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all
Creo
right.
que ya no hay Joseph,
Just rest now.
creo.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Que no puedo ir allá, así. Voy a llamar a Ambrosia. Ambrosia.
I assume you have a plan?
We need to find out
Salidas
what
por
we're
acá.
facing.
Run like the wind.
Ir hacia allá porque no recuerdo haber ido ahí.
Nice try.
Good girl.
La esquinita con esas flores es así toda llamativa, pero no hay nada. Ambrosia. Aquí había venido, pero no había pasado nada. Ah, sí. Hey, me estoy moviendo. Después se carga 2, 3, 4, todas las que quiera. ¡No! Ah, bueno, no se pierde del todo. Mis tiempos de reacción están fatales. Que me bajó vida. Viene con las vueltas, viene con las vueltas. No me sale. Me gusta cómo se combinan esos tres. Ok, yo me he hecho estas un par de pociones. No compré nada. Gracias.
Run like the wind.
Like the wind. Los cholos que están ahí. Ah, ese se me le pegó, pegados. Ah, carajo, pero se esquiva hacia el lado, no para el frente. Que no esquiva suficiente para el lado. Ah, pero en el camino. Una vuelta.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me. Save your strength.
Qué sapo usted tirando cochinada.
It's over.
51,000. Es la combinación ganadora. Uno, otro y otro.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Isabel.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who
Yeah,
committed
ayudaba
himself
a
to the
Marta
task
primero.
certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love.
Bien.
And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Lucia. Oh,
Now, if you don't mind,
interesante.
I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Quest complete.
Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive, but without all the mocks and mows.
Marta. Martha. Save Martha.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
Yep.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Claro, ese Clive es como un camión. Más así como, soy el salvador de...
Do you think there are
de
as
acá.
many as Martha says?
Habla cuando voy a hablar con Marta.
More.
If they ain't clawing at the gates, they're climbing up the cliffs near the lift.
Pero tiene como un tinte extraño. Y es que aquí hay puentes. Bueno, podrían volarse los puentes, pero quedarían completamente incomunicados.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Yo voy literalmente a ayudar y usted está pensando en que los abandonaron.
The barricades we've set up around the town won't hold the Akashic back for long.
que el cielo se iba a ver más dramático. Entonces cambió el tono. Debería estar aquel mae.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Rápido.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
Nope. Eran bandidos.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions.
Okay, some Guardians.
We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
None. Wait.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Corre. Cierto que no tengo pociones y cosas. No, todo lo que tiene son baratijas, pero sí ocupo pociones.
There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
No, Montois, qué pereza.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Oh no,
Then
Wade
let's
va a
do
morir.
our duty.
Ya. Ya está. Matarás el primero. No estaba peleando con usted. Ah, vio. Opa, mugroso.
Nice try.
Quiero ver hasta dónde puedo llevarlo. Ouch. Hasta 4. está vivo usted. Sigue vivo, güey.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Good luck. Pasaje. 112 metros. ¿Sí? Es que este lugar tiene muchas entradas. Siempre me pareció que era muy difícil defender porque tenía tantas entradas. Y continuamos. Vamos a encender este por aquí. Ahora sí. Hay que salir por el otro puente. Si no estoy perdido. Ajá.
Mad dogs.
My brothers. This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue.
Fiends try to climb the walls here, too.
Queda como un minotauro o algo así por acá. Son de goblins y unos dragoncines.
They're headed for the rest.
Huelen.
Have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
¿Cómo me llamó? pollo asado ahí. Mátenlo. Mientras yo algo esto para los que siguen, porque después vienen otros. Se murió solo. Pausa.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Espero que se muriera tan rápido. Bueno, la verdad, damos 3 más. Wait.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Yep.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Cáncer, llévese todos al hideout.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Scores.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Quest complete. Okay. Meow. Garden scarf.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
What?
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar.
Creo que sí.
But I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a
Sí, dile que sí.
Would that really be so bad?
Se le
You were a
daría honor a
squire
la
once.
familia y
And I'm
recuerdo
certain
de-
Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Tengo un
I will
squire.
not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You...
Pero no te conmigo se muere.
We shall be staying here for the time being, and not just for the ale. I'll
Not
have one of my
just.
men escort Oscar to Benimir once he's said his farewells.
Ok. Listo. ¿Y ahora? Ay, mío. Y están abiertos todos los demás lugares. Dale, Mil. Después hago side quests. Esto es parte del main quest, pero parece side quest. Confuso. Ok, ¿dónde está? Pillo. A ver, tu pillo.
Cid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Ah, you haven't been introduced.
Cierto.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
¿Esta no es la de pelear?
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Just... Iluminación. Los inusuales. ¿Esto es qué?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries,
yo
the
voy y
only
los
thing we're
mato y
buying is
ustedes
the
me dan la
bandits' hire.
plata.
And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
I know I bloody well have. Next time these two...
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Eso estamos cerca.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Eres al revés.
I wonder if Conrad has the right of it. He always called on
My shop.
La tienda del pancito.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
It appears I have no choice but to do what...
Mummy, I'm scared.
¿Los bandidos?
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told
Qué
the bandits
casualidad.
march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the
Todos los
rest?
demás contra los que quedan.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight.
Ajá.
Together. Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
Déjense de eso. Tapo. Ok. Eran poquillos.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Just in case. Pero están bien.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Yay.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are
La
united.
verdad es que fue mejor, no
That is
tuvieron
all that matters. As for you, Sid,
mutaciones
you
atacantes.
fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
No sabes si usted no me vio actuar. Quest complete. Que yo hice los 3 de acá.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Vamos a ir a hacer un par de cacerías. Mientras tanto, ¿qué dice? Quiere hacer lo del Bomb King. No sé dónde está. Right. Okay. Eso era. Yo bien. Confundido dónde tengo que ir. Este aquí es un break, pero no es un Northwich ni es Dragon Series. Que está aquí, así yo recuerdo ese lugar. Ok, vamos ahí. ¿Qué? pelados los 50. Abajo. No tuvo nada de chance. Sabía que me lo iba a hacer, pero se me fue. Muy bien. Encontrar la ruta. Mi derecha. Sí, ya había ido, pero no había encontrado nada. Sabía que había que hacer algo en algún momento, pero no, no sabía cuándo. Era todo bonito aquí. Así era como súper evidente que había algo que hacer.
No need to ride from here. here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
I'd be happy to tell Otto everything that happened. But I know he appreciates.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Come again. I may have more for you. Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here you are. All done?
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth and Cole and all the rest. My heart beats for another. Now, if only Lady Taya would let me into the infirmary to see him.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
this fuss over?
We've received word that the displacement stacks have arrived safely in Canva. The rest is up to me.
Ready, go? This won't be easy. I can walk from here.
Not the gods' forsaken soul, eh?
Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets. Others will break! Over here!
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Will we ever see the sun again?
I'd be happy to tell Otto everything that happened. But I know he appreciates it when you spare him the time.